Chapter 30, Air Brake Foundation Systems and Air Brake Circuits. Day 4, Video 3, Hoses and Glad Hands. So we use the hoses. We have to have a way to couple the tractor to the trailer to expand the brake system, all right? So we'll do that with hoses that come out of the back of the truck and then attach into the front of the trailer. So those are those flexible, the curly shaped hoses we see at the back of the truck. That's what we use to expand the brake system to the trailer, because we have to be able to those hoses to be able to move around and allow for articulation of the truck to the tractor, or I'm sorry, the truck to the trailer, as it's moving around the fifth wheel as we're making corners and that sort of stuff. So we use the hoses to allow us to allow for that articulation, that movement to happen. Those hoses are connected directly to the tractor protection valve, so that's the valve that we use to open and close, allow airflow to come out to the trailer or not. One of the air hoses is the trailer supply, so that supplies the air pressure out there and also releases the park brakes. And the other one is a service brake application hose. So we use what's called the glad hands. So if you think about it, shaking hands with another person, your hand comes out, wraps around into their hands, and then the palms would kind of seal together. So the same type of thing happens with our glad hands. The glad hand would come in as we were coupling these two together, would come out at an angle, right? And then as we twist that glad hand around, the locks would start to engage, and then it would pull those two together so that once these glad hands are in a line with each other, all right? So the other one would look just like this, come in at an angle, and you would twist it down until they align, or straighten a line, that the locks would engage here, pulling the glad hands together. And here we've got a rubber gasket or rubber seal right there. The same thing would be on the other glad hand. Lots of surface area there, and in the center is the hole that allows the air to flow through. So once we've got those glad hands engaged, they're locked together, allows the air to flow through, and we've just expanded the brake system from the tractor to the trailer very easily. Polarized glad hands. So we have two different color airlines. We've got a blue airline and a red airline for our lines going from the tractor to the trailer. Glad hands are usually color coded also. But we still ran into problems with drivers either incapable of matching red to red and blue to blue, or the colors had faded and they were no longer able to connect the right glad hands together, because we want to make sure that we have the service brake side hooked up to the service brake of the trailer, and then our charging and park brake circuit hooked up from the tractor to the trailer properly. If we get those backwards or mixed up, the brake system will not operate properly. It'll cause problems on the trailer and problems on the tractor too. So one of the ways they tried to do it was polarizing the glad hands so that only the red and the red will couple together. So as the locking mechanism red will just not go into a blue, and a blue will not go into a red. You have to get those together. So they do a polarized glad hands to try and eliminate any problems with improperly hooking up the two airlines. Also, too, we can have a quick release glad hand. So the theory behind a quick release is it allows that airline to quickly the pressure to be quickly released. So if we are making a brake application and we've got the relay valve with the exhaust port out there at the trailer brakes to allow those to release quickly, it's that signal line that goes from the back of the trailer where the brakes are at, clear up to the front of the trailer, through the glad hands, through the hoses, to the quick release, or I'm sorry, through the tractor protection valve, and then up there to the red push pull. There's an exhaust port there. That's a long ways for that air to go. So at the glad hands, When we release the service brakes, that exhaust valve will open up and allow the air to be evacuated there at the trailer, right there at the glad hands, and then just that little volume of air that's in the hoses and the tractor protection valve, it would be exhausted there at the red push pull.